John 6 verses 61 to 65, New International Version, reads. 61. Aware that his disciples were grumbling about this, Jesus said to them, "Does this offend you?" 62. Then what if you see the Son of Man ascend to where he was before? 63. The Spirit gives life, the flesh counts for nothing. The words I have spoken to you, they are full of the Spirit and life. 64. Yet there are some of you who do not believe. For Jesus had known from the beginning which of them did not believe and who would betray him. 65. He went on to say, "This is why I told you that no one can come to me unless the Father has enabled them." This passage is part of the larger discourse in the Gospel of John, chapter 6, where Jesus declares himself as the bread of life. His statements are a source of consternation for his disciples as he asks them to believe in things that seem to go beyond ordinary comprehension. In verses 61 to 65, Jesus is addressing the doubts and complaints of his disciples. He acknowledges their unease, "Does this offend you?" But he also challenges them to consider how they would react if they witnessed even greater miracles, like seeing the Son of Man ascend to where he was before, verse 62. This is a foreshadowing of his ascension. In verse 63, Jesus emphasizes that true life comes from the Spirit, not from fleshly or worldly matters. The teachings he has given them, though they may seem perplexing, are full of the Spirit and life. This statement underscores a recurring theme in the Johannine literature, that one needs spiritual perception to understand Jesus' teachings. Without the Spirit, the words may seem offensive or nonsensical. Verse 64 hints at the future betrayal of Jesus, noting that some among his followers do not truly believe in him. It shows Jesus' omniscience as he had known from the beginning who would not believe and who would betray him, a clear reference to Judas Iscariot. Finally, in verse 65, Jesus states that belief and understanding are not simply matters of human effort or intellectual acceptance, they require a spiritual awakening or enabling from God. It highlights the theme of divine election, that God the Father must draw or enable a person to come to faith in Jesus Christ. In sum, this passage challenges believers to see beyond the literal and the worldly, and to embrace the spiritual life that Jesus offers, even when his teachings seem difficult to comprehend. It's a reminder of the importance of faith, and the divine role in enabling that faith.